Hey guys, it's Papa Steve on the move. How many times have you lugged around a heavy coat because it was too warm to wear? You ever find you were too cold because you got wet and sweaty while you were hiking? I'll show you guys how I like to layer my clothes to stay warm without carrying around all that extra bulk in your backpack. So there are three typical climates to hike in that we'll discuss: warm, cool, and cold. In the mountains, you can experience all three in a 24-hour period. Let's start by discussing some base layers. We'll continue with some warmer mid layers, and we'll finish with some outer layers to keep you from freezing. Now, first of all, this topic is highly subjective. Personal preference always comes into play, so be forewarned. When we talk layering, there's really only one basic rule: no cotton. I love cotton fabrics and I wear them a lot. But when you're out in the backcountry, there's two restrictions that make cotton undesirable: weight and dryability. When cotton gets wet, it gets heavier and it takes a long time to dry. You can get very cold wearing wet cotton fabrics. It's better to stick to wools and synthetics. For base layers, it doesn't get much more general than underwear. Now, if I'm backpacking or traveling abroad, I use the rule of threes: one pair on the body, one pair in the bag, and one pair on the line. Wash, rinse, and repeat daily. Cotton underwear will never dry out in that 24-hour period, so it's best to stick with synthetics. Now, I've been using this Ex Officio brand for years. The ultralight breathable fabric has an anti-odor treatment that stays fresher longer. Comes in at about 40 grams per pair. It's light enough to pack around an extra pair. It dries fast too, so there's no reason not to stay clean and fresh out in the backcountry. Socks are another rule of three for me. I pack only wool socks as they stay warmer when they're wet, and cold feet are sometimes difficult to warm up without a fire. There's lots of brands out there to try, so experiment and find something you like. I always pack some merino wool underlayers year-round. Thermal leggings and top make an excellent insulator in winter and terrific sleepwear year-round. I like to use the Icebreaker Body Fit Zone 260 thermal leggings and the long-sleeved Crew top, as they feature zone ventilation panels for regulating body temperature while you're active. These are my go-to for winter trail running. For summer, I'll pack a pair of synthetic leggings for sleeping, as I hate to wear dirty clothes in my down sleeping bag. So mid layers are very subjective and totally dependent on the weather. In summer, they could be shorts and a tank top. But in winter, it could be a t-shirt and a sweater or a fleece. My preference is a pair of zip-off synthetic pants. I use the Patagonia brand. Mountain temperatures in the spring and fall are pretty volatile, so it's not uncommon to start with pants and change to shorts before noon. With the convertible pant, I just zip off the bottoms and continue on in my shorts. For tops, I almost always wear an SPF sun-blocking long sleeve top. The fabric's really light and enables me to wear less sunscreen. Now in winter, I might add a synthetic fleece outer layer under my jacket as kind of a second mid layer. Whatever you decide to use, make sure the fabrics are light, fast drying, and odor resistant so you can wear them for multiple days. I typically pack 2 mid layer tops and I cycle back and forth, and 1 bottom layer. And for longer trips, add 1 of each. Now outer layers are totally dependent on weather. I generally pack 1 top year-round, whether it's my synthetic fleece, my wool vest, or a wool or down jacket. In addition, I always pack my rain gear year-round. It provides an additional backup if something goes wrong, if I rip my coat. My rain gear consists of a jacket and a pair of rain pants. Now, I haven't actually used the rain pants before, but I pick up small. And I always figured that they let me take 1 pair of pants, because if I rip my pants or if something happens to them, I can always put these rain pants on and wear them around camp or get myself home. And they make a great insulator in the cold too. For my rain jacket, you guys are probably seeing me wearing this North Face Venture jacket. This is a quality garment. It's got an adjustable hood. It's got armpit zippers. It's got Velcro zip covers and Velcro cuff tabs to keep the cold out. It's totally windproof and rainproof. And it packs up down inside its own pocket so you can stuff it in the front of your backpack for easy access. Now, I recently switched to the Patagonia Torrent Shell rain jacket, which you've seen me in this one as well on some of my videos. It has all the same features as the North Face jacket. The only reason I really switched was because I lost a bit of weight and the North Face jacket was a little bit too big. So I wanted to get something more in my own size, so I went with that Patagonia. Now, the jackets are both noticeably light and both quality great jackets. They'll keep you warm and dry. Now in spring and fall, I'll usually pack 3 outer layers: the fleece, the rain jacket, and my Ortovox Swiss wool jacket. The Ortovox jacket's a great find because it's reversible and it's stuffed with Swiss wool. The wool makes it really warm when required, but it's light enough at 400 grams to pack it even when you're not sure if you're going to need it or not. There's a chest pocket that's optimized for backpacking, so you can stick maps or anything you really want to access while you're wearing your pack. It has elastic cuffs and a hem seam to keep the cold air out. It's water repellent and windproof. And best of all, it's washable. Yes, it doesn't need special cleaners like some down jackets, which is a big upside and the main reason I no longer pack my down puffy. Wet down is a real downer. To top it all off, let's discuss headwear. Now, I'm very fond of my ball cap for 3 seasons, but I wear a wool cap in the winter and I pack it year round for cold evenings. In fact, I bring gloves and a wool cap everywhere I go in the backcountry year round just to be safe when the temperature drops. Too often I've woken up to a frost-covered tent and had to make breakfast in the cold. The ball cap I wear for the rest of the year protects against the sun and the rain and ticks when you're walking through the forest, because you never know what you're going to run onto out there as far as weather goes. So that's pretty much the end. I mean, I could talk about this stuff all day if you want. If you want more information, leave me a comment or send me an email and I'll get back to you. I'll leave links down below in the comments where you can get more information on the gear I'm using. Now, I'm planning another winter hike soon. Something not too difficult that I can bring the family with me. So if you've got some suggestions, leave them in the comments. I'm planning a weekend back at the Pomeroy Lodge in Kananaskis, so maybe a hike up to Troll Falls. And later this winter I'll be back in Banff because I'm planning to check out Mount Norquay and the great tubing park they've got there. So if you don't want to miss these, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications. If you don't have a YouTube account, it's extremely easy to get one. All you need is a Google Gmail address and you can sign in using that. Check out my social media and the links down below, and I'll see you on the trail. It's Papa Steve on the move.